Let me give you a little lesson about life. Sometimes when you take an unconventional road to a destination, sometimes when you go against the grain, when the entire group is walking one direction, you go the opposite direction, you can find little gems along the road. You know, people drop shit all the time. People drop wallets, they drop their social security cards. There's a lot of things you can find and steal if you decide to go against the grain in life. That's my approach to life. Why compete? Why compete with a bunch of men out there? For example, when it comes to finances, I know I'm going to be a millionaire. I'm pretty much guaranteed by this point to be a multimillionaire. There's no question about it. But I don't have a high-paying job. I'm not going to go out there and compete with a bunch of guys that are probably going to be smarter than me in a cutthroat business. Fuck that. It's too much work, and it's not for me. So because I don't have a high-paying job, I have no option but to go against the grain. Everybody has a car. Everybody has a car payment. Everybody has credit card debt. I don't. But I make pretend I do, and I dump all that money into Bitcoin. And for the past year, I've added thousands upon thousands of dollars to my net worth. And I'm that much closer to becoming a multi-millionaire. But it's all because I went against the grain. And it's all because I understand, even though I love consumerism, even though I love materialistic things, I understand that's not for the poor. I have the same approach towards women. You know, I like to use women for my benefit. Yeah, I know it's not masculine. It's not a masculine trait. It's not traditional to let women take care of you and pay some of your bills. And some women, like, you know, pay for your clothes and stuff. I like that type of stuff. I like it when women spoil me. I like to get women emotionally attached, emotionally dependent on me. That way, when I give them the call one day and just say, hey, I'm running a little bit short, $100. Can you spare $100 for me, please? I got to pay some bills. There isn't too much of a hassle. It's just going to get Zelle to me and I have $100. If I were to be a conventional guy that goes by the norms of society, I wouldn't dare ask a woman for money. Oh, God. Oh, man, I'm a man. She's supposed to ask me for money. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here with little traditional ways of living life. I'm going to be unconventional, and I'm going to reap all the rewards of going against the grain. I mean, just as an example, society tells us that women have to look a specific way. And it's not even society. Our brain just tells us this is what's beautiful. This is what's attractive. So in turn, all of society says this is what an attractive woman is supposed to look like. And everybody gravitates towards that woman. We all know what a beautiful woman looks like. The problem is these women have too many options, too many choices. So what do? I go against the grain and I get with the fat bitches. Now there's perks to going out with the fat bitches going against the grain. One of the biggest perks is we go to restaurants. And before we go inside the restaurant, she hands me her debit card. And I get the debit card, I put it in my pocket. We go inside, you know, I order big time steaks. I'm going to order $60, $80 steaks, Pellegrino water, and some orange juice. And then when we're done eating, I'm stuffed. She's about to throw up because, you know, these fat bitches have no limit on how much food. They don't have a regulator in their system. They know they're full when they're about to throw up. I call the waiter, excuse me, check please. He brings the check. I look at the check. Okay. And I pull out her debit card from my pocket to pay the bill. That way everybody in the restaurant thinks like, he's taking a fat bitch out to dinner and he's paying for her food. Interesting stuff. Later on that night, when I'm in bed, just recapping my entire day, I think to myself, wow, what a life. You know, I had an amazing steak, nice dinner, had a nice dessert, all free of charge because I'm dating a fat girl. Then we went back to her place where I sat on her face for 25 minutes while she ate my ass. Now I'm here in my bed, happy as can be, with a full stomach, empty nutsack, thinking to myself, thank God I went against the grain. Thank God I don't conform to the norms of society. Look at all the benefits that I'm reaping. I mean, I'm literally getting away with murder. Got my ass ate, and bitches pay for my dinners. And all you guys that try to fit the mold of society are just going to keep taking L's. You're going to get destroyed in divorce court. You're going to get fucked around. Your wife's going to fuck another guy and leave you abandoned. All your hard work, your life's work is going to go unappreciated. Nobody's going to care. You know, there's guys right now that are in federal prison. They got 3 to 4 bitches lined up, sending them love letters, sending them commissary money, coming to visit them on a weekly basis. These are guys that are in jail. Literally the opposite of what society tells you to do. You're a fucking felon. You're a criminal. But all the needy women that really need a man are good at finding these guys. All the fat ladies, they love jail guys. Ooh, they love a jail guy. A guy who can't cheat. He's in jail. How can he cheat? But the jail guy has a very nice body. You know, he works out all day. He sleeps, works out, and eats. That's all he does. So he becomes a fantasy to these fat bitches. The old ones. The ugly bitches with no teeth. Women that are in desperate need for a man. Not just any man. A man who fits the description of the guy in her erotic novel. These fat bitches are always reading erotic novels and watching porn. So because this guy becomes their fantasy, when he gets out of jail, he's gonna have a place to live in. He's gonna have a whole bunch of outfits, brand new Timberland boots, some pocket money so he can spend. He's gonna be driving around her Nissan Maxima while she's at work. She's basically gonna be taking care of this nigga. Now I want you to ask yourself, ask anybody, ask society, is that a masculine trait? Is these people's relationship a conventional relationship that society sees and says, you know what, this is acceptable? Absolutely not. The fat bitch is taking care of him. But because he goes against the grain, because he goes against society, he's having a way better time than any other guy that gets out of jail. Some guys get out of jail, they don't have a place to come to. They don't have any options. They don't have any money in their pocket. Imagine if every guy in jail's mindset was like, oh, I can't let a bitch take care of me. I'm a man. Hell no. What the hell gonna society think about me? Nigga, fuck that. I want bitches to take care of me, spoil me, carry me to bed. I want to be the guy with his fat girlfriend at GameStop. And I picked out a whole bunch of games and a steering wheel and controllers and a whole bunch of shit for my PlayStation. Then I have my fat girlfriend pay for all my shit. And I'm behind her, you know, with my hands around her waist and I'm kissing her on her neck while she's swiping that credit card. And we're swinging back and forth, you know, we're in La La Land and I'm telling her that I love her and I can't wait to get home so I can suck on that clit. And she's giggling. This is all against society. Society doesn't agree with none of this shit. You know, I watched this whole thing on lottery winners. There's this bitch called Cynthia Stafford. Look her up. And Cynthia Stafford won $112 million. Cynthia Stafford is a fat bitch. Cynthia Stafford is obese. So Cynthia Stafford, you know, she got a personal trainer. And he's this tall, good-looking black guy. I mean, you could just tell from a mile, this guy has a long purple dick. And he realized, well, wait a minute, this is a rich bitch. He went out there, he invested, and he bought an engagement ring. Right away, like a couple weeks after meeting her. Bought an engagement ring and proposed to her. Of course she said yes. Of course, this is the man of her dreams. Of course she said yes. So I'm watching the video and this guy is completely out of control spending this bitch's money. They're going out jet shopping. He takes her to the car dealership because his dream car is to buy a Bugatti. He wants his fat girlfriend to buy him a $1 million car. And she's like all giggling and laughing about it like nothing's fine. You know, these women don't know anything about finances. And so he bought a Bugatti. And so I'm reading the comments. It turns out this bitch went completely broke. This guy took all the money, ran off with another bitch. And he's getting flamed in the comments section. He's a scumbag. He's a piece of shit. He don't give a fuck. Man, if he were to listen to you people, he wouldn't even be in this position. Now he's a multi-millionaire living life. If he were to live a conventional life, he would have known none of this. None of these opportunities would have been granted to him. So fuck you people. You know, you go ahead and you fit the mold of society. You don't go against the grain. You do whatever you want. Niggas like me know exactly what we're doing and we're going to continue down this path.